Everyone, welcome to BadgerBeat.com and the Badger Breakdown as we get ready for the Sweet 16 game between the Badgers and Baylor. We're here outside the Media Hotel at the Anaheim Marriott with Jim Polzin and Tom Oates. And guys, let's first of all assure folks back home it's not as nice as it looks. It's a little chilly out here, Oatesy.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be crying crocodile tears for us here in Southern California because it's windy.
All right. We cut to the chase. We'll be inside tomorrow, and I don't know. I think it'll be a rocking venue over there at the Honda Center. And Jim Polzin, let's start with you. The matchup with Baylor, the Badgers. Do you feel they're ready? Do you get the sense that there's a certain calmness about them?
I do, and they're a loose group. They've been a loose group all season long. I think that works to their advantage. I really do. I don't think the moment gets too big for them, and this is a big game, but Bo Ryan is a master at treating every game the same. This game isn't any different than Prairie View A&M on December 28th or whatever it was, and they prepare the same. And I think that gets kids to be consistent because there's no big changes during game preparation, and so I think they're fine. If they lose tomorrow, I don't think it's going to be because they're tight.
Oatesy, we've talked to Jim about the matchup and his three keys, but in your mind, is there one matchup, is there one part of this game tomorrow that really overrides everything else for the Badgers in terms of something they got to deal with?
I think they have to deal with Isaiah Austin. I think they have to go inside. They have to attack the basket, maybe get him in foul trouble. I think the worst thing you can do with a shot blocker is never challenge him. I think you have to go at him, make him play, make him pick up some fouls, make him think twice. There's holes in that zone, and in most zones, the holes are somewhere near the middle of the zone, and that's where Austin plays. So I think they're going to have to go at him. I think Frank Kaminsky's going to have to go at him. I think Nigel Hayes is going to have to go after him. Sam Decker. They're going to have to take the ball right in there and see if Austin's all he's cracked up to be as a shot blocker.
Jim, as we look to the matchup tomorrow, is there one player for the Badgers who you expect that you just have a feeling is going to have a big game? There's been a lot of guys lately that, for all the criticism of certain games with certain guys, whether it's Trey Jackson, whether it's Sam Decker, it sure seems like lately everyone's come to play. Yeah,
and you know what? The hottest guy, I think, has been Ben Brust. And he's going to get open looks. I maintain that they're going to get open looks against this zone. It's a matter of making those shots. This isn't the same zone as Syracuse 2 years ago out in Boston, but there's similarities in that was a long team, and a lot of the talk leading up to that game was how long they are, how quickly they close because they're so long and athletic. But they still got open shots that night in Boston. They went 14 of 27 from three-point range that night and still lost. But like I said, I maintain that they're going to get open looks tomorrow. It's just a matter of knocking them down at a decent clip.
Oatesy, I'll close with you. The Badgers, everyone they play has got more seniors. I mean, they got Ben Brust and Zach Bohannon. Of course, Evan Anderson's using up the last year. But at this point, does that matter? Is it all about chemistry? I mean, Baylor's another team that's got some guys we playing potentially their last game tomorrow.
Yeah, it's 35 games into the season. Even the freshmen are no longer freshmen, and I think you look at a lot of teams in this tournament. You look at these two teams in particular, and they're playing really good basketball. They've gotten the freshman things out of the way. They've developed offensively and defensively. They're playing some of their finest basketball. I think both these teams are playing their finest basketball. Should be a great matchup.
Well, it's less than 24 hours away here in Anaheim, California. The Badgers and Baylor in the Sweet 16. The winner to play, the winner of the Arizona-San Diego State game on Saturday. For Jim Polzin and Tom Oates, I'm Rob Hernandez. This has been the Badger Breakdown from Anaheim, California. We'll see you at the Honda Center.